Okie dokie. Yeah, welcome everyone, CKGM. Today, gonna give you guys all updates what we've been up to the last month. And as you probably saw from my big article, kind of experimenting now with writing larger articles to give you guys context on what happens behind the scenes. As you saw from that, we basically had just an insanely massive week. And to be honest, to reach that week, we have literally been working overtime for the last 3 weeks. I think Core and the dev team have literally been up like 24/7, just taking shifts with a couple of hours of sleep to get there in time for our achievement, which is to basically be a canonical bridge for Babylon, supporting their TGE and having partial mainnet literally out. That means right now, like institutional clients are like using us doing test transfers and basically seeing Union as like the only real bridge in the BTC-Fi ecosystem that they can use. So we're going to elaborate a bit on that. But before that, Loveneesh, feel free to go to the next slide. Yeah, so obviously we closed testnet 9 temporarily. One of the reasons obviously was that we had been tapped by Babylon to start supporting their launch. So we couldn't actually maintain testnet 9 and at the same time be heads down to get the initial product out. Testnet 9 massively successful, right? Like 56 million transfers, more than basically any other bridge does within like a multi-year period. So right now, volume-wise, Union is just #1 in clickers. So really happy with that. Goblin Book was part of our strategy for being integrated in other ecosystems. So that's being used right now by the Bob team, the Corn team, the Babylon team, Azure Tower, etc., to be accustomed with Union. And that's what we basically point people to as like your first Bible to start realizing how do you build with this technology. We had ecosystem projects receive their grants. And as you can see how it's now all coming together, right? Like we initially started supporting Azure because they fit into our larger BTC-Fi play here, becoming one of the main staking and LST providers over time, and then expanding to ecosystems where Union expands to. So we locked in basically that, I don't know, decade-long partnership with them. They're funded now. They're getting users. So extremely happy with that. We're now basically operating on like the next batch, right? Like we have the first graduates from the Union Grants and Fellowship Program to kickstart the Union ecosystem, and now we're investing in literally the next 50 teams to get there on the next boost. Obviously, these teams are still building, right? So this is how we tier it out. Like Union launches, we get the first like 8 teams, and then like 6 months to a year later, we're at like 50 to 100 teams even. Like I said, this is I'm just so insanely proud of our team managing to pull this off, and also so happy that Union was tapped to do this. With Union launch into a partner for Babylon, literally canonical for the baby asset on Bob and Corn, means that there's no like alternative bridge that you use. There's no like double route or credible neutrality. They just picked Union as being the bridge to do this. So extremely happy with that. TGE has been distributed to users. There's still improvements we can make on these connections. Regrettably, both the Bob and Corn L2s settle very slowly. And so for those of you who are a bit more technical here, you might realize that that means that trustless bridging can't happen as quickly. Working with them to build technology to speed it up. Going into these L2s is still like extremely fast now. So that's a portion where we obviously excel at. And with this, because Bob is an optimism-based L2, we've now broadened our stack as well. So basically, we support all major L2 technologies for Ethereum with this release right now. That means that we can focus more on L1 tech and be the widest like supported bridge out there. All right, Core, go ahead. Tell us about App v.1 and some of the stuff we've been cooking.
Yes, wonderful. So, hello everyone. Great being here again. Love seeing the enthusiasm in the comments, ZKGM. I am not allowed to share my screen. Loveneesh, I think it's because you are sharing your screen that I cannot. We will wait until I have permission to share my screen. But yes, as you all know, we had App V1. It was tremendously successful. We cleared like over 55 million transfers. you all clicked like clicked like absolute crazy. Like we had so many transfers that we were basically overflowing every network that we were connected to, because the networks we were connected to had never seen a community this big and strong like you guys. So I think it's just phenomenal that we take down other networks because Union is just so unstoppable. I think that's really fun. However, we shut that down. V1 also had some big limitations. The app user interface, it was kind of like a retro throwback to like the 80s. I personally thought the design was very fun, but for mainnet, the production grade usage, we want a design that really reflects modern, user-friendly, intuitive software, and that's what we're building with AppV2, of which btc.june.build is the basis. So v2/btc.june.build is a complete rework from the ground up. We literally started from scratch, we deleted app1, and we built everything again right from the start. This time we did it properly, which turned out to be really, really difficult because everything we connect to, all of these chains, of the RPCs, they can all fail, they can all break. You guys probably saw some wallet errors, like some RPC errors, some networking errors. The new app is really resilient and has really smart retrying of everything to automatically retry everything for you. And then if after a bunch of retries it still didn't work, there's always a manual retry button. And you can download and export errors and have really deep insight in what's going wrong, and then ask our community for support. Now, also, we just wanted to make it very, very, very fast, while still looking cool. So let me show you a demo of how fast you can transfer with Union. I'll open up my app. So here's Bob. So here's the new interface. You guys can see my screen. As you notice, it's a really modern and sleek history. You can click history to see your previous transfers, a highly
It's
requested feature.
loading for me, Cor. I'm not sure if it's loading for the
Oh.
others.
Say Core in the chat if you can see my screen.
Still loading for me as well.
Oh, okay. My Discord says it's running. Okay, let me try again. Okay. Share screen window. How about now? Can you guys see my screen?
Still loading.
Not yet.
Okay, let me try.
I think there's too many people here, Cor. I'm not sure, but I think we're getting rugged by Discord on this.
Oh no! Okay, wait. I must show. Okay, incoming. One more try, guys. 1 sec.
Just reconnecting. Hold, please. That's where we need our elevator music back.
Dude, CTO is so proud of his product. He must show it no matter what. Bullish energy.
I know, right?
How about now? Can you see the screen? Hello?
Still loading.
We cannot. No. I think this is a no-go, Core.
Oh, that's very sad. Okay. Shame.
No, we see like a message stream failed to start. Like, it won't connect.
I guess there are a lot of bugs with Discord. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I joined like this for the third time now, and I was trying to speak.
Okay.
Well, Corey, you want to keep bringing
Cool.
us through
So
some of the
yeah, okay.
functionality? And
Yeah, so I'll just walk you guys through because unfortunately this stream is not working. Yeah, I think Discord just cannot handle the amount of users currently in the chat, but that's okay. So basically with app, 2, how it works is we have like really advanced retry mechanisms. It's really smooth, it's really fast, and we optimize it so that you can just make transactions back to back really, really quickly. So I made a screen recording of myself, and in this screen recording, I was able to submit 6 transfers in just 1 minute, which is really fun. It's like fully optimized for like click, 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 just making lots of transfers because that's what people want to do. Also, this is a full mainnet connection that's currently being used for Corn, Bob, and Babylon for baby in order to canonically transfer babies. So what that means is that right now, if you want to send baby from Bob mainnet or baby from Core mainnet to Ethereum or Babylon, it just works out of the box. You can submit the transfers, it will be really smooth and it will be really fast. Now, also the cool thing is we really went to the next level with the traceability of this. So for any transfer, you not only get like the old classic check marks, but you get a full stream of all of the information that's going on, which is really big for large institutions because large institutions, they want to see proofs, they want to have the best possible security, which means that already Union has been used to transfer millions of dollars by Babylon, Corn, and Bob in order to distribute airdrops and do large transfers of staked Bitcoin derivatives. Now, large institutions, they will use Union to bridge over this big volume and make the ecosystem as a whole very valuable. Now, that's very cool. I really hope you guys try out the app, and I'll tweet some cool screen recordings to show how it works and how smooth it is for those who are not trying it out themselves. Now, all of this forms a really solid basis also for App v2. Actually, App v2 and BTC Union, they will be one. So within one interface, you can do both mainnet transfers and testnet transfers. Both yield XP and provide a unified Union experience in which you can have all of these experiences. Now, that means that for App 2, you have a similar experience to this, but with more features, such as an integrated faucet, connections overview, etc. But also, one of our most highly requested feature was to just fully see your transfer list. And now you can see a very nice overview of everything you've done so far to contribute to Union, which is cool. Now, I hope this is cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's more slides at Loveneesh, but feel free to proceed.
Yeah, no, Jude, just insane work because I think for a lot of people they don't realize into this went like all of the Babylon support, the L2 support, dealing with BTC, LST assets, and in the meantime you also managed to tackle like user requests, like your own transfer overview, reliability, etc. So really props to the engineering team. Like amazing job.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I totally forgot. With this, Union also officially supports Arbitrum and Optimism-based L2s on mainnet, and it's working so smoothly that you don't even notice that there are L2s on the app at all, because it's just integrated as if it's a normal L1 chain.
Yeah, it's extremely impressive.
Okay, now it's me, Sweetie CMO here. Community had a lot of fun things happening over the last month. Mad scientists joined the dashboard. We also have raccoons that will be joining it, both the dashboard and the Discord soon as well. After a joke race contest that raised 3.5K for whale shark conservation. So thank you everybody that contributed to that. That was a lot of the different communities that were really interested in, joining the union. Raccoons were definitely the strongest one. So we're talking to a couple of whale shark conservation organizations right now to put that money to help the big fishies. Kind of marketing, kind of growth. We've had 34,000 new followers on X over the last month, and 2.7 million views as well. So really, really, really big metrics and growing. We also have been doing the ZK Gym campaign. This was our ecosystem head of ecosystem, Loveneesh, his idea, because he was posting thirst trap selfies all the time. And we just started joking about it and said, hey, let's do this. Let's make this a real thing. So everybody when you're in the gym or you're running or you're doing anything to, kind of to make your body as strong as your mind, make sure to post a pic with ZK Gym for the rest of the month. You can go to the next one. Wandering Whale Sharks have done a lot of partnerships with the Prometheans, Anyo, Yeti Cult, Tektra, and Tuzi. These are all, just benefits of being a holder of the Wandering Whale Sharks. So definitely more happening there. More will be happening there as well. We also added the artist role. That's to just thank everybody who has contributed art. If you whether it's something you've drawn or something that you created, like so many people did so many cool things and continue to create great art. So thank you to everybody who's done that. Hopefully we've gotten your roles to you already. And then last of all, did a whale shark NFT giveaway as part of the Babylon launch. There will also be another one starting soon. So if you're interested in joining the Wandering Whale Sharks, pay attention to the Wandering Whale Sharks X account. There might be something fun happening soon. And Loveneesh, over to you.
Am I audible? Just testing again.
All good?
Yeah. So, hi everyone, Loveneesh here, the head of ecosystem at Union, and we did U Combinator Roadshow in India. We just wrapped up the last event in Hyderabad with a lot of builders joining us in, and we did a total of 6 events: Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, and Bangalore. And we have interacted with builders, founders who are very keen to build on top of Union. And uh, apart from that, Prevailer, one of our community members, he took an initiative and he hosted an event in Nigeria. So yes, we had our first ever Union event in Nigeria last month too. And the good thing is, like, we are trending in Nigeria today. ZKGM is trending in Nigeria today. So a lot of more events in different countries are coming. But if you are specifically from China, Hong Kong, or South Korea or Japan, you can feel free to raise a support ticket if you want to support us with events out there.
All right, Karel, over to you.
All right, yeah. So in the meanwhile, we also co-authored some research. We should have Robbie in here next time to elaborate on that. Basically supporting these teams with like figuring out how to make their products better, and also seeing actually like what can we do with our tech to the absolute max. So it's always a pleasure to co-author these articles with these individuals. Usually how this works is Robbie, I, and their respective like CTOs and CEOs sit together for a couple of weeks to figure out exactly what we're going to write and publish. And it's usually, I feel like actually one of the favorite things I do with our partners together. Um, I've talked about it so many times right now, but yeah, Babylon launch intro provider. What will we see happening next, actually, and why also we need to keep it a little bit short today, is we have the first few large institutional clients and B2C LSTs that are using Union to dip into this ecosystem. So the front-end team is adding proper multi-sig support to the app, and we might actually start to spin up a specific institutional support channel for large volume transfers. So we're really hoping within the next month or so to hit TVLs in like the tens of millions, ideally tick at 100 million, and that will make Union by far, like by 100x larger than, for example, IBC Eureka. And that's kind of our initial milestone to really show that, of course, Union itself is for the community, but that Union is also just the most solid tech to build on if you're dealing with like real money, the big numbers. Corin and Bob, the initial BSNs that we support, but with this as well, and Union being canonical, we're very much set up to be just the canonical intro provider for anything that's secured by Bitcoin, which we believe ourselves in the next 5 years is going to be $1 trillion ecosystem outside of Bitcoin's value itself. And so that just sets up Union to be basically the infrastructure for the very biggest ecosystem and biggest asset out there, which I think is quite bullish.
So thank you so much, everyone. The devs and Karel, all of them are very busy at the moment at shipping stuff. So no questions this time. But yeah, me, Steven, and a couple of ecosystem folks will stick around for a few more minutes in the chat section and talking about the XP for this community call. So we have a bot and we are tracking your attendance, and you'll be rewarded the XP for this community call in next 10 days. So thank you so much everyone for attending the April's community call. This was a special one as we just shipped something huge, and the Union BTC app is now live. You can go to btc.union.belt and try it out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for placing your trust in us, for joining our community early on, and for keeping supporting us. We're going to go back to ship and build, guys. We still have a couple of days of hard shipping ahead of us before the developer team can rest.
Yes, thank you all, sirs. It's been wonderful. See you next. Cheers.
Cheers all. Thank you.